Good morning, everyone. It's the beginning of February 5th, and I'm happy for another sales meeting with you all and excited to share some of the latest news updates, wildfire resources. We'll cover a little bit about our listings, new listings, and really just wanted to make sure we're all getting up to speed on some tips that I'll have for you within the CRMLS platform. Thank you for joining us today. Unfortunately, Sylvia is not going to be here today. She is currently representing all of us as a CAR director. So she's at Indian Wells at the conferences with all the CAR directors. And hopefully by next sales meeting, she'll be able to bring back some nice reports and updates regarding what's going on statewide. So, without further ado, I'd love to have our affiliates just introduce yourself and share any updates and news from your end in your industry. So, I saw Sandy here first. I think you were the first one. You get to go and kick us off, Sandy.
A happy Lunar New Year, everyone. Sandy Franco, First American Home Warranty. The biggest thing with home warranty or with us is that our new pricing goes into effect at midnight tonight. If you have anything in the pipeline that you want the old pricing on, email, call, or text me today before end of business so I can get you old pricing. Tomorrow morning, new pricing is the only pricing. And it went up like $40. And the service fee went up $10. So you got anything in the pipeline, anything, shoot it over to me so I can secure that pricing for you. Other than that, you guys remember your CRES office. It is super important to make sure you protect your clients and yourself, right? Even if you're the listing agent, and I know you usually defer that to the buyer's agent because their client's living in the house, you do your seller a disservice by not insisting on a CRES home warranty. It protects your seller with $50,000 of E&O insurance at no extra cost to you. I'll put my info into chat. Stay dry, and Nicole, feel better.
We some much needed rain. So, finally, all the wildfires are kind of now behind us. Thank you for that and updates. I appreciate getting the best pricing we can. That's what we do. Nicole, why don't you share with us what's going on in the title industry world?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Calvin, for allowing us to be here with all of you. And happy Lunar New Year. Wishing you all a healthy, happy, and prosperous year of the snake. Some updates. We are offering for those affected by the wildfires a 50% discount on title premiums beginning February 3rd on anything that was opened on or after February 3rd. So that's for qualifying properties. Obviously, we have specific requirements. So if you'd like that information, let me know. I have been pushing that out via email. So if you're not receiving my emails, let me know when I drop my information in the chat. Also, I've been posting it on social media. And we also have a lot of information to share. So again, if you have anybody that's been impacted and you need resources, let me know. As you know, property tax season, property taxes are now due. Those that have been affected, there's relief for those individuals as well. They can file with the county assessor. And if you need those forms, let me know. More than happy to share with you. And excited for the year. Look forward to helping you with your business. Please reach out if we can help you in any way. Wishing you a successful day. Nicole and Yvonne, Fidelity National Title. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Awesome. Let's see if we have any other affiliates. And I see, oh, Sylvia did join us right now, so that's awesome. She's able to get away from the from the director meetings for a second. Um, all right, so today I have a couple of things I want to share with you. Speaking on the topic of wildfires, I'll segue right into that real quickly. Again, there is resources available for any victims, any clients, friends, or relatives of yours that you know of. Let's go ahead and help them and really get them to know what are the potential ways that they can get some disaster relief and or resources that they're potentially giving out from CAR, from NAR, and whatnot. So I do have what's called a really great website to share with your relatives or friends. It's called smartzonecar.org disaster-relief. And you can get into, and this is for us realtors as well, because number one, we should be hopefully pointing them to the right direction in knowing where they can get help. For example, if there are people out there that you know who are impacted, there is whole type of arena here regarding insurances and guidance on doing their insurance claim. If, for example, if there are some issues with the people who are getting denied claims or denied or getting lowball offers, I know there are resources available to help negotiate out a reasonable settlement with their claims. And there might even be a class action lawsuit. So I shared that resource with a lot of agents because it turns out it might be that the power lines for Edison regarding the Eaton fires might be the start initiating cause of the fires. And so there is attorneys out there looking for doing a not doing a class action lawsuit. They might even just do individual litigation and claims against them. I have that information if you want an attorney who's kind of giving uh, some webinars and teaching them what's the difference between a class action versus an individual claim action against them. They teach it. They work on contingency, meaning they don't take any upfront payments and retainer fees. And this is someone that I met through Scott Shimamoto, and I shared it with my client as well. In regards to what I see immediately as an issue is there's two people already being investigated for gouging renters. Okay, so the Department of Real Estate already put together a complaint and potential violations that may be subject to suspension or revocation of the license, in which buyers are trying to purchase the land below market. This is the frequently asked questions regarding price gouging for all victims of these wildfire areas. And this prohibits advertising or charging prices that exceed 10% when there's a rental during a declared state of emergency. So it is applicable. It is signed by the governor to this for these wildfire areas, and I have seen a lot of rentals being swallowed up with multiple applications and people paying whatever premium. And so we may want to make sure as realtors, our landlords know if we're going to put it on the market now that it's be a declared state of emergency in these areas. If you have a property for rent, keep it no greater than 10% of for example, last year's rent. Okay. And in terms of what if a tenant proposes greater than the asking rent, that might be a different story. So we don't want our asking price to be in excess of 10% because obviously I think there's a $10,000 penalty violation to the landlord. And if we're involved in suggesting an asking price higher than that, the landlord might have a claim against us as a real listing agent if we did not advise them of this new law. So I just don't want you to be impacted or getting potential liability from doing a business and doing a rental that you might only earn less than $800 or $900 on, and paying a $10,000 fee is kind of a net negative loss. So, if that makes sense to you, check out these areas, use these resources, share it with your landlords, and there's a legal quick guide here that kind of explains it. And so I am aware of some rentals going above the 10% threshold. I'm seeing them published in the MLS at a very exorbitant rate as the final completed lease amount. And yes, I know the insurance companies are helping with the payment. I just don't want to for your landlord or you to be going 1 year in jail and up to a $10,000 fine. So I just want to make sure you're well aware of these anti-gouging laws. It's in effect. So for a minimum of 30 days, but could be extended for a longer period. I don't know when we will be declared out of a state of emergency, so it's undetermined. Okay. So at this moment there, just wanted to make sure you're aware of that. There is mortgage relief. So if you have a client who has been impacted, their house is burned down or destroyed or partially burned down, you do still need to make your mortgage payments. But if you're in a disaster area, you may contact your mortgage lender and ask for forbearance. Okay. So that relief will help you in postponing and delaying your payments that you're not obviously not living in that burnt down house. So you can get up to 12 months without incurring any late fees or penalties. You just got to contact your Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac lender. If you are do not have Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and you have something like private financing, then that may be a different story because these are relief for conventional financing, and private financing is really up to the individual investor that you worked out a loan on. Okay, so just letting you know and be aware of that. And if you do want some grants, CAR and NAR have grants specifically for realtors. If you were impacted directly, you can apply and they'll give you a grant helping you out in the interim while you're still trying to get insurance claim money slash find out what's going to be the next step in your life. So for for me, there's a lot of uncertainty, meaning insurance providers are still very cautious in issuing new policies. I do believe CAL FIRE will update their state maps of what's called high fire zones in the near future. So I do think there's going to be many, many people impacted by the changes that we're going to be on the horizon once the dust is settled. So I do, right now, there's a moratorium for insurance providers that do have an existing policy in surrounding areas 1 year, I'm sorry, a 12-month moratorium for insurance companies. They cannot, what's called terminate or give you notice of termination or non-renewal of your current insurance premiums. So continue to make your payments, continue to use your carriers. They cannot deny you your insurance coverage for the next since 12 months since the emergency. So that's good news for those of some of the terminations that non-renewals that have been impacting people just like a few days prior to the to wildfires. Okay. In regards to the other resources, I will keep you up to date on. Hopefully, do you guys see my email right here regarding below are the follow-up items? Can someone say yes? You see this?
Yes.
Okay. So the disaster relief fund, they're giving grants of the $10,000 to help realtors or realtor family members recover from the losses. Okay. So that's, I mean, 10,000 is a drop in the bucket compared to the house, but it's still nice help from our association. They're still receiving any donations as well if you want to learn more and you want to help those out. Um, and eligible members of the public can also apply for grants up to $1,000 for housing related expenses. So if it may not be your immediate family member, maybe it's a distant second cousin, then they can still get that $1,000 and apply. Okay. Um, Now, Smart Zone is where the link that I gave you is. It's a very good for disaster relief victims. And I'm attending this special meeting for Southern California brokers regarding a lot of the things going on in our industry for brokerage. Now, the 1 year moratorium on non-renewal or cancellations of insurance policies is effect as of January 7th emergency declaration. And As far as checking your moratorium areas, you can check your zip code here. But there is some resources and maybe some insurance providers who are having difficulties with their claims or non-communicating back or very slow, or if you're denied a claim because your property was held in an irrevocable trust, please reach out. Sanjay Wagle is a economist and attorney from CAR. They're helping our really just make sure there's attention to any valid claims. If you're denied a fair plan insurance, Sanjay will help you and your clients out and facilitate that communication to make sure their policies are not either lowballing or denying claims that are valid. So, just want to make sure the fair plan. I think a lot of the people in these areas did. I think it was about 30% of the areas might have been under the fair plan. I'm sorry, 22% is in the Pacific Palisades fire and 12% of those in the Eaton fire. So if they were covered, they're looking at exposure of about $4 billion of state money and 777.5 million in the Eaton fire area. So all covered claims will be paid and supported by reinsurance. And if, guess what? That means that the insurance carriers and our state, if they're going to be paying out all this money, what is that going to have to happen to premiums in the future? Okay, they're going to have to recoup their losses, and that is going to lead to higher premiums in the future. So, um, I know there's aircrafts and drones that are being paid by the insurance companies to survey properties and take a look at what kind of areas are higher risk than others. As far as and the other news in the brokers, this is completely off topic of the fires. If you're using virtual staging, I don't know if you've noticed it myself. I've seen it in a lot of new listings. They do have a vacant property, but they virtually stage. You can do it. It's allowed. It's legal. But you still need to make a clear disclaimer marking that the property, the picture that you're using is virtually staged. And it mandates that realtors do not use any misleading or deceptive images. Okay. So if you're going to use virtual staging, you can satisfy the requirement by using a watermark or note that the staging is virtual in your description. Um, and proceed. I think it's a good idea also to have what's called the virtual staged area, and then you also have another photo of the same angle of that photo as the empty home. So that way you can kind of see before and after, or what it could be and what it is now. So that way there's no misrepresentation of the property. Okay. The economic update, I'll pull that up for you real quick. I'm gonna share the screen. So this one was done just last week. Let me see if I can get it full screen for you. Do you see the full screen image popping up right now with the title screen? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So Jordan Levine, and let me see if I can move this into a different location. Okay. Um, well, we'll go through the economic update. I'll move my screen around a little bit here and there. So we have the closings going on. As you can see, there is a clear drop off in a single family closings in the quite recently in the month of January and the first week of at the end of January. This is the first month. So things are relatively slow. We do have a lower supply now that, tens of thousands plus structures are now gone from our market. So yes, there is lower sales going on in terms of volume. As far as Southern California, which represents this dark blue, dark black kind of bar, you can see, year to year, we're relatively much slower than January of last year. So it is a concern for those of us looking to do volume and do more sales. How can we do more sales when it's still relatively slow? For the last 2 years, it's been relatively slow. So year to year, single family closed sales growth. We can see what types of properties are being sold. And as you can see, 5 million plus homes tend to be in the category of the highest number of sales, but the lowest number, there's nothing for sale. There's a drop of 47% of things under 200,000, for example. So the bucket that you should be targeting, where is there more sales activity? It's the red and pink and blue, dark blue bars. So we want to look for the 2 million to $3 million properties. There's quite a bit of sales going on there. Maybe there's good people who've been trying to move out of state or they're trying to downsize, empty nesters, but that's where the most sales and volume is going on. I'm trying to slide to the next screen. Active listings. There's a slight little increase in active listings. Okay. So that's interesting to see. Healthy activity. Well, I want more active listings because that leads to a more normal equilibrium between buyers and sellers. So to me, I like to negotiate in an equal footing. Not it was always has been for a seller's market for quite the longest time, especially during the pandemic. So the active listings week by week, you can see in California, there's a big spike up of active listings. I don't, in the terms of not in the fire cities, but in excluding the fire areas, quite a bit of people are wanting to sell. So it's a good idea to approach these sellers who are marginal or on the fence and thinking about selling. It's a good time, and there is more competition. So you do want to use this information to your power by saying, well, look, I would love to sell your home, but in this your city that we're looking at, there is a rise in inventory. And therefore, I do think our asking price should be adjusted, reduced, or we should be very marketable and attracting buyers by having an attractive price and use this information to inform your client. If you put it overpriced like you want to, we can try, but it will only help the other off homes sell faster because you're just basically overpricing your property, making the other ones look a little bit more attractive. It really just goes hand in hand. So if you're looking at a big spike in active listings in 2025, you can see that in any listings you see around the areas you're working, there's probably is an uptick in inventory available for you to show to your buyers. So that's good, normal. And trying to get into the next slide. Let me hold on. This is a big file. Let me see if this works. I'm going to reset it. There we go. Okay, so in terms of pendings, you're seeing a lot more activity going into pendings. Okay. That to me is telling me maybe there are displaced victims who are instead choosing to purchase property. I have noticed that some of our active listings that were kind of getting closer, higher days on market. Finally, there's been some activity. Finally, there's some offers. So that does show to me that a lot of the displaced victims is adding to the demand. And so that's a good thing for if you had something that was not selling. So continue to market your properties and ask for a more attractive price if you still have something unsold. Okay. I'm not going to go by weeks, but let's talk about I'll share this link so you guys can review it on your own, because this is nice to follow up and use the data and potentially add it to your listing presentations. I think it's just useful to keep a pulse on the market. So I'm going to go to the chat box right now and share this link with you so you can review all the details when you're free. Anything on your end, Mark, that you want to talk about, or Sylvia? You're on mute. If not, I'll move on to the next. So the other items I want to talk to you about was some potential resources or okay, these are the business meetings. Any questions from you, agents?
None I'm yet. Good.
Everyone's good? Okay, so I will t give you a little story what's going on in my life. Um, I just had to essentially evict one of my tenants. Okay. So just to let you guys, kind of see what it's like, I too am having difficulties with a non-paying tenant. And it turns out I went out yesterday to my property and it is a nightmare. Okay. I took a few photos and my client and tenant just totally trashed this place. It was, just a nice little small home that I have over here in San Bernardino, and it's just completely night and day what it used to be and what it is now. So I take a look, and I'm looking at just all of this, I don't know, junk and debris that he's been hoarding up on my property, and this is just it's just nasty. It's disgusting. When I was walking through my property, I I saw a whole nest and families of cockroaches beneath the carpet, and I'm going through what's called to me it was just I saw rats outside and or mouse. I don't know what it was. It was just outside because I was in the nighttime. I couldn't see it very clearly, and I see improper electrical where they're just having a cooking area stuff outside. And so this is just you know, something me as a landlord, I let this go for far too long. I didn't monitor or visit the property often enough. I do know there was violations that I've been sent from code enforcement. And so finally I'm happy to say I got my property back, but the place is a mess. So, these are all things that even a broker can go through, okay? Putting the wrong tenant in and or not managing a property slash keeping the terms of the contract in front of the tenant and making sure they're in compliance. So I failed to do my part as a broker managing my own property, and now I'm paying for the lesson. I'm having to right now pay $1,500 just to dump all this debris and put it at the dumpster and hiring some labor. And luckily, I have a friend who's helping me with the process, but at the same time, it can happen to anyone. Okay. So just let what happens if this was my client's property and I was responsible for recommending this tenant in. Okay. This landlord might have a case against me as a listing agent for recommending a tenant and or putting someone in and did not qualify their income or qualify their background check and this and that. Make sure you are not making any recommendations to your landlords. Don't pick an offer and you might end up becoming the cause of a transaction going sour. So, there's are some hard lessons to learn in in this business. So that's why we just want to inform them, give them all the offers, let them know the differences and compare. Let them be the decision maker because that's who the client is. It's their property. Let them make their hard decisions, right? So, there's no that to me is just something I'm working on in getting the place remodeled and in good shape so I can re-rent it out again. But, just something I wanted to share in front of you. I have the Dynasty Agent Resources page in front of me and uploaded something new. So if you're interested, go to the Dynasty Agent Resources and I'm gonna get the link so you can have it. And in the marketing tools area, I did find a very nice little new marketing plan that I want to share in front of you. Let me make this a little bit smaller. No, it was not here. Let me see real quick. You'll be able to find it on your MyCB desk, but I'm going to upload it later on because I thought it uploaded already. So in your MyCB desk, there is some cool tools in front of you that the marketing plan I thought was excellent because it gave a reminder of the things that I'm not doing as a practitioner. So if you're not marketing yourself, you're not really getting the business that you think you want. So let's go to 2025 marketing, and that's all you need to do to get to this area right here called the marketing plan. Okay. Click on this link and begin downloading this file. Since it's the beginning of the year, it's a very appropriate time to consider your activities as a practitioner on what you're doing and not doing. Do you guys see the brochure right now with the little living room?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So I'll just go quickly. I'm not going to go page by page, but I do want to make sure you can see that it gives you some action items. It gives you to define why are you in the business and letting you know what kind of the story you want to tell to clients about how you want to help others, how you want to help buyers achieve, the American dream of home ownership. Why, how you want to help, maybe you want to help commercial and you want to help businesses and companies grow and expand their territory or companies. Maybe you're just a regular listing agent. You want to really help sellers maximize the top dollar for what their value is worth, and you want to whatever it is that's pushing you and driving you, and is the reason why you apply tried to get your license in the first place. Define your why. Define what it is that you're about and what you want to do for help to help others. And then it'll give you your SWOT analysis. Okay. Because of course you want to have goals. Of course you want to sell, two homes or three homes every single month. It's possible. Okay. There are agents out there who are having that much business. Why are you not that productive? Well, there's some strengths you have. You know, if I was to be really upfront with you, I would say, hey, I'm good. I'm a good writer. My strength is I can communicate. I understand through my experience. I can talk about different things about my background as my strength. But there are obviously any weaknesses I have, and for you to reflect and look at yourself in the mirror, what are your weaknesses? Do you attend trainings? Do you remember and write notes? And are you attending or are you participating? You're here today. If you're listening to me, that means you're attending. But are you actively thinking, or are you just driving and you're just kind of playing this in the background noise? So you got to understand what are your weaknesses. To me, time management is a weakness. Being organized. I have issues with my own. Just I used to have weaknesses in waking up early, and now I got to wake up early every single day, drop off my kid at school. So I was able to overcome and cross out one of my weaknesses. Obviously, there are opportunities. There's opportunities for you to grow as a practitioner, and how? Well, you can expand your services. Maybe you're only a buyer's agent. There's an opportunity for you to become a listing agent and work on your listing presentation. There's obviously opportunities for you to improve your marketing and getting yourself out there. Join more networks, join more groups, and advocate for something. Advocate for yourself. Talk about how you want to achieve your goals, and work on your script. There are obviously threats, and the threats out there are out of our control. There's a lot of other brokers out there. There's a lot of other companies. But there's also things outside our control, like the wildfires and the economic situation we have, where we're in a high inflated environment. We have high inflation and the cost of living is going up. We have a lot of insurance carriers leaving, and we also have threats regarding the high interest rates for the last 2.5 years. So if you consider the threats, you can still find ways to be successful once you understand the market you're in 2025. Check out the action items that there's a Coldwell Banker is suggesting for you to do, whether it's annually or monthly marketing campaigns, or just using MoxieWorks to do the campaigns for you and separate your clients into different buckets, like sellers or buyers or recently sold or past clients. So it would be great if you build your campaigns, because once you add your contacts, you can categorize them and send drip marketing email. And all of this is free, by the way, through Coldwell Banker. You do not need to pay for hosting. You do not need to pay for a CRM system. All of this is included as a value member benefit of belonging to the Coldwell Banker system. And so the print marketing that they give you, there's so many beautiful designs like this that they've just done for you and done it tastefully. So if you want to get your piece, what is your message? If you want to send out your message, you have a new listing, you have an open house, you have a target campaign that you want to do for listings, or send them CMAs of their value. Whatever your message is to your people out there, you can utilize our free tools and just really stay on top of it. Stay connected with your clients. Do monthly calls or visits and invite someone to lunch. Did you know that the agents who use Moxie Present earn 26,000 more than the average agent? And they do 1.5, 1.4 times more productivity than the agents who don't. I hopefully you're part of the bucket of people who are using Moxie Present, because I use it for my listings. I want to make sure my sellers, when I'm doing my listing presentation, are aware of all the cool marketing things and pieces that I can build through Moxie Present. So agents who use Listing Concierge are about 2 times as productive as those affiliate agents that don't. So these are all the analytics of all the Coldwell Banker agents out there. And so if you aren't using this stuff, then you are part of uh, the other group that are not getting as much business as you think you would want. So make sure you're promoting yourself, update your photo. What is Obviously Coldwell Banker is the brand, but you are your own brand. What does your bio look like? What is your story? What is your email signature? How do you build your flyers? So if you don't do some of these areas, then you're missing out on some opportunities. So affiliate agents and teams who use Design Concierge are 3.3 times more productive than the agents who are not. Okay. To me, it makes sense. If you're more active, you're more engaged in your marketing pieces, you're trying more things. Yeah, obviously you're going to be more productive because you're going to be getting more appointments. You can get more phone calls. And obviously, once you get the calls and once you connect with your clients, I'm sure you're strong enough to be able to win at least 40% of the appointments that you take. Okay. And so, obviously, it's important to polish and improve your skills and do education and boost your business. So the question is, did you take the boost class on Coldwell Banker University? If you don't know where it is, I'll point it out for you right now. Just go to your MyCB desk, go to Coldwell Banker University, and you don't have to spend days and days of classes. Once you log in, all you have to do is just sign up for a class. They're usually only an hour and a half long to 2 hours. So it's very digestible. You can definitely set time apart. So as you can see, you could just have to register, and they did change the Learning Hub a little bit. So they're constantly adding new stuff. The calendar here, you just click on it and check out what's the upcoming events for February. There's free coaching classes and working on your mindset from instructors Monica Cunningham and Bridget Woodward. These are nationwide, well prepared speakers who teach something very, very cool. They're not just, average speakers. The Cold Banker puts together awesome stuff. Feature Focus Friday unlocks one of the tools inside Moxie. Do you guys see the calendar in front of you right now?
Yes.
Great. So if you want to, I never done a video, Kelvin. I'm scared. Okay. There's a custom video this Friday. Oh, it was the 31st. I'm sorry. But they were helping you teach you how to do a very quick video so you can advocate, share with yourself, and you do a bio and make it very tasteful. It'll give you those skills, and obviously you can see it's only this one was only an hour and 30 minutes long. Okay. It was not very long sessions on the Focus Fridays. Every Friday, there's a class for 30 minutes teaching you one new skill. And if you want to engage with your clients and do emails, definitely check out the 101 and Moxie Engage 201 classes. If you want the orientation for Coldwell Banker, they'll kind of give you a nice overview of all the tools available and this orientation. If you're new to the company, we do have some new agents that joined us recently. I would definitely suggest learning this. If you have problems, you take appointments, but you're not succeeding in handling objections and you're losing opportunities because you didn't know how to answer questions, definitely take an owning the objections class because that's going to teach you to be sharper in how you handle a very tough question like, I heard that the after the NAR settlement, sellers don't need to pay the buyer's commission. So I don't want to pay any buyer's commission. Okay, my commission to you is only. Can you work with that? How do you handle that question, guys? I've been asked that. So I already taught you guys my scripts in the classes already, but if you don't want to use my stuff, learn from a great speaker who teaches you how to do it. Because this is a nationwide issue where buyer agents need to have a buyer's agreement contract. So if you don't know how to ask your buyer how to sign a contract with you for 2.5% to show them properties and get them into a home, definitely learn this. Okay. There's also other classes building your website. So I know one of you yesterday asked me a class, how do I build and send a CRM and advertise my class, my listing. So these tools are available for you, not just if you're interested in working on lead generation within your sphere of influence, or you're looking to be a listing agent, this is the class for you. Okay. Outlist, Outlast, and AMP are 12-part classes, and this is a 4-part class. So it's not, this is a program. It's not just a one time you're done, you know, all over. These are for you. If you really want to build your career, you got to do constant learning and continued success with the same speaker. So just letting you know, this is just the month of February. And obviously, you can sign up for stuff in March and April and May. There's a lot of stuff going on. If you missed one class, you can always make it up. Now, let's get into the new listings. I'm going to close a lot of this up and share with you some tips on two of you the last month asked me about Glide and showing time. So let me tell you that in Glide, if you have an agent who must submit offers in Glide, you can. Okay. So if you want to use Glide to write offers and build your RPA within the Glide and not using the zip forms, it is possible. I've done it myself and I practiced on it. So you can create a new transaction. You can look up any listing. Who is the primary agent? I'm the agent. Okay, continue. And I'm doing a purchase. I'm going to write an octar. I'm searching for properties. It's not that hard to use. What's the property I wanted to look at? Well, let's just take a look at any listing of ours, and I'll take a look at here's the active listings right now, and I can take any listing like 5903 Berry Hill Drive. All right, it already puts it up for me, and then boom. I can build a template, I can search by the MLS number, and it'll automatically populate a offer for me, add listing side parties, and for me, I'm not writing the offer right now. I don't, this is not a class, but I just want to show you that you can manage your transactions using the free glide system. If you have trouble with understanding and you don't like the CAR side of the system, this is also another area where if you don't like logging into zip forms, you can also write offers through here and get signatures and use this as a signing and practice. So if you want to what's called use signatures via glide, to me, I learn all the skills and then I pick which one I like the most. Okay? So up to you if you want to improve and know the tools available. Check that out for Glide and writing offers and managing the system if you don't like zip forms. I'll get you in one other area too called showing time. So if you go into showing time, you could technically, you could go ahead and if you're a listing agent, I wanted to make sure you are aware that you are setting your listings up. Let's just say I know uh, Clinton. This is a what you call a tenant occupied property multifamily. So I'm going to help Clinton out. I know he does not want showings to be randomly scheduled by the agents, buyer's agents out there. So I'm going to turn it off. All you have to do is go to your listing setup. As a broker, I have a lot, but as you as an agent, you have your one or three listings that you have right now. If you want to turn it off, this is how you turn it off. Okay? I save the changes. Boom. Every agent still needs to follow the showing instructions that the agent puts on the MLS. And so you could do this for your listings, how to turn on or turn off your listings. I'm going to turn it off for him for Fano too. This is how you remove the showing time field. So if you look at any of our office listing inventory, and I'll show you, we have what's called an active here on Arroyo Drive, San Gabriel. If you want this showing time icon to delete it, that's how you do it. Okay. Some people like showing time. If I have a vacant property, sure, I'll put a super lockbox. I don't mind having showing time available as an option for buyer's agents. They'll give me a text. I can push confirm yes or showing no. I can deny a showing. So anyway, just letting you know another skill. Okay. Any questions on that? If none, let's take a look at our new listings because I think it's important for you to understand. I'm going to sort them by days on market. And we have a Monrovia active listing in Mayflower Avenue for 4,600 per month, right in the fire zone area. But this is not gouging because it looks like it's only $2 a 12 a square foot. So I'm happy to say that's within market asking price. So take a look. We got a nice little rental over here. If you have anyone looking for high ceilings and a beautiful move-in condition home that's on a giant 20,000 lot, hey, I say check this one out. It's nice, North Monrovia. And it looks, semi-remodeled and in great shape. It's got a nice big master bathroom, a big parking area for RVs and boats. And to me, I would love to live here. It's nice. So check it out. Congratulations to Angel Lau for her new listing in Monrovia. We have 124 Bonita Street, Arcadia, Unit C. This apartment is 2,400 per month, two bedroom, one bath, recently remolded. So I don't like the word remolded. If use ChatGPT or use your typos, make sure you guys are actually uh to me it's just unprofessional. Okay, so we obviously know he means remodeled. And I'll go ahead and save this listing real quick for this agent. These are the small things that I do as a broker. When I monitor your listings and I check them on a weekly basis, I go ahead and try to help you out because, I know many of you, English is not your first language. So let's go ahead and take a look. Um, 2400 Angel Lau, 124 Bonita Street, Unit C, Arcadia. This is available right near the Arcadia Association of Realtors. Okay. And our next listing. Okay. We have 5903 Berry Hill Drive in East Vale, 3 days on the market. This is a nice, we're trying to write an offer on this one. That's when I practiced on. 4 beds, 2.5 bath, 2674 square feet. East Vale's got a great school district, 900,000 per for this single family house. And talk to Ryan Go if you have anyone interested in um, this nice little single family. And for 600 Atlantic Boulevard in Monterey Park, this is a luxury modern condo for sale. 3 beds, 2.5 baths. I think this one's Anis Chow. Yep. And she just put this one on the market. It's got a HOA, but hey, you could just go right downstairs and enjoy a lot of tasty restaurants and get a boba drink and then watch the movies right within your own home. So check this one out. If it's right next to the 10 freeway. And you have 10709 Danbury Street, Temple City. Nice, beautiful single family for 1.6 million. 3 beds, 4.5 baths, 2271 square feet, and a great location right near Arcadia branch office. Congratulations to your new listing, Daniel Wong. Open house is Saturday and Sunday. And we have 2301 Cravath Court in West Covina. For rent, 3,800 per month, 3 beds, 2 baths, right by Woodside Village. And this condo is very attractive. And congratulations to your rental. This is Adam Luong. 29 Palms, we have land for sale, 200,000 to get prime vacant land in San Bernardino County. This is listed by Henry Liu. And where can you find almost 20 acres available for sale? You could be the big proud owner of a lot of dirt and acreage in San Bernardino. And here's another violation that I must remove because I do not like to see any satellite mapping systems from Google or Overview because this is I can't remember, but I want to say it's $1,500 or $2,000 fine. So another thing I do is I'm going to have to go ahead and delete this picture because this is a violation. Okay. Okay, let's get to the next one. Durham Court, Arcadia, 1.588 million. Gets you a lovely 2020 new build for 4 beds, 3.5 baths, 2188 square feet. This PUD is in the lovely city of Arcadia, has a small 115 HOA, and it's the Henry Liu's new listing. 1519 Hilo Street, West Covina, 659,000. Oh, this is a really cool baseball park in West Covina, big league dreams. 659,000. That's a very attractive price for a nice single family. No, I'm sorry, this looks like a townhouse style. So this is listed by Jackson Wong. Talk to him if you have anyone clients looking for an affordable home. 74746 Los Angeles Street, Unit 706 is Los Angeles. 439,000 for a 1 bedroom, 1 bath condo. So if you have anyone interested in this, this looks like it's a very cool flex space that's been high ceilings. Yeah, really cool. It's very unique in LA. So they transformed this into modern, contemporary, kind of industrial style living areas, like a loft. 3635 Landfair Road, Pasadena is for sale. 1.9 million. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2459 on a nice 9700 lot. Talk to Anna Hui. If you have any clients looking for this, this is a single family, lovely location, and it's for sale. Looks nicely done. 3156 San Gabriel Boulevard. This is a $7 million commercial property listed. I know I helped, this is Jennifer. So talk to Jennifer Shu if you have anyone looking for this commercial development potential on San Gabriel Boulevard. What you get is this parking lot. You get this furniture building. You get this auto mechanic store, and you get this parking lot as well. So if you're interested, there's all combined, all together, what you call adjacent parcels and has high development potential. As you can see, San Gabriel Boulevard is having a nice transformation right by Las Tunas and south of there. You'll see quite a bit of stuff going on in the near future. We'll have some mixed use, some more density, some more businesses and restaurants. And this gives you almost 1 full acre of frontage on San Gabriel Boulevard, the FCMU corridor zoning area with 395 feet of frontage on San Gabriel. So talk to Jennifer if you have any clients looking for a nice commercial development opportunity. 816 Naomi is Unit 18 in Arcadia is asking 3,400 per month for rent. Still only $2 a square foot, so that's relatively pretty inexpensive. Talk to, congratulations to Kayla Liu for this new listing of hers. And 789 Hawthorne Place, Pomona. This one is for 629,000. It's active and listed with Julia. So talk to Julia Jang if you have any interest or clients in Pomona. As far that's it for the active listings that are newer. Let's talk about the solds and we'll be on with the end of today's sales meeting. All right, so I know Landfair just went impending. Congratulations. We just closed 872 Walnut Ave in Monrovia. The agent is Jerry and Connie Baker. Double-ended this transaction and got it closed. This is a beautiful new construction, and many of you agents came to tour this property with us when it was a brand new construction, 2024 build. Um, so we had this 4 unit development. Now everything is all sold in less than 2, 3 months. Congratulations to Connie and Jerry for getting this one closed out for their client. They did great, excellent staging, and boom, I'm sure the seller is very, very happy, the builder. 215 Hilliard Ave, number B in Monterey Park, just closed at 690,000. And this was closed with Daniel Wong. So congratulations to him and his client. This listing just got right around that asking price. Good job. I'm sure everyone's happy now. This is a done deal. Unit B, same one with Connie and Jerry Baker. They closed the second unit, and this one closed for 888,000. And I can definitely tell you this is one of the closings that came from a fire victim. So boom, instead of finding a new place to lease, one of the victims just said, let's just go ahead and buy it cash. So awesome. Congratulations to them. 1060 Walnut Grove in Unit D, Rosemead. This one just went pending. Hope this one closes soon. And I know this agent is, sorry, Jerry Baker. They had the difficult conversation. As a listing agent, if you're not getting activity, you're not getting offers, you need to have a price reduction. You need to consult your client. And the new price of 649,000 is what it took in order for it to finally get under contract. So be engaged, talk to your clients, and make sure that you're engaging and involving them in the lack of activity, then definitely need to maybe adjust your pricing. 14243 Berrydale Street is also went pending. Good job. And 4021 was active under contract in Durfee in Almonte. Another active under contract in Anaheim. And 5417 El Monte Ave, Temple City, just closed for, wow, they negotiated over 110,000 off that asking price. So Angel got this closed and did it with another Coldwell Banker Dynasty and Arcadia agent. I'm very happy to see, um, Temple City and Arcadia closing transactions together and working things out and making and striking deals together. You guys are awesome. So that should be it for the last 2 weeks closings. I think, let's see here. Yep. Any other transactions or coming soons or things that's on your mind that you want to share? Needs and wants? I'm needing to remodel my property. Anyone have any good contractors or handymen in San Bernardino? You guys saw the disaster in my own property, but I'll be fixing that up soon. Hopefully, I get it done in a month. And as far as your lives, and I wish you all well, safe, healthy. Gong Xi Fa Cai. Wish you all a successful 2025 year of the snake. And I know some of you have not seen my son Russell, so we'll end on a positive note. And I'll just share a couple of nice little photos of my babies. And we went to Las Vegas this last weekend. So I'm happy to go ahead and let you see my son having. Oh, Brady just lost his first tooth. Very, very excited. He got that done. We were at Bellagio, got to see my wife and family, spent some cool times taking some shots. Here's Russell right here in the gardens of Bellagio. His second Las Vegas trip, and they had a very beautiful garden decorated with the Lunar New Year theme. Um, Sorry, there's a lot of just me and my family, some pandas, very cute. Had a good time, had some nice, very delicious food, and I only lost $50 on the tables. So that's a win for me, losing only 50 bucks. So on another last note, I will be taking a trip to Taiwan. So if you have any business, you have any consulting questions for me as your a broker, I'm happy to help you. I'm leaving February 14th to going overseas. So please get your questions and transactions or forms or anything ahead of time to me. Otherwise, Mark and Sylvia are helpful to you here while I'm gone in Temple City, and Amy and Margaret are helpful to you in our Arcadia branch. So um, obviously, I'll still have my emails, and you can text me as well if you have some stuff. Text and email would be the best way to reach me. Please don't call me. All right, thank you for that. I'll be gone for 12 days from the February 14th, and I'll see you then. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy.